What is up, Capricorn? Let's try this again. Sorry, I just had to fix a few things before I went live. I had to fix some settings on the live chat. But if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. My name's Jordyn. This is a general timeless reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you want a personal reading or a Reiki session, go ahead, book it down below through my website in the description box. Check out Patreon if you want access to monthly readings, energy shift readings, moon cycle readings, and weekly Patreon-only videos. I'm giving away free 15-minute readings on my Patreon channel through the end of January for all tier 2 and 3 patrons who are new or upgrading. And I have a discount code on my website for all of my services. Okay, so go ahead, check that out if you want any of the above. It's all in the description box through the links. So let's get into it. I'm using beautiful creatures for this Capricorn reading. And our nodes just switched into Taurus and Scorpio yesterday out of Gemini and Sagittarius, and we have Uranus direct and Taurus at 10 degrees. So these readings have been a little intense today. So just be mindful of that. Our collective energy is just a little crazy, and it's because we're shifting into a brand new cycle, a brand new way of being, and Uranus is like awakening energy. It's revelations, it's new ways of being, and Taurus is the body and material, Empress energy, receptive feminine energy. Okay, Hierophant, 7 of Cups, and Decadence, the Tower. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, cool. So you have the Hierophant, which is like morals. It's the rule book to me as a reader. And you also have the 7 of Cups, which is kind of like this daydreamy delusion energy. And it's kind of like the options, right? And then you have the Tower. You're looking at how your rule book, the way that you've been doing things, your structure of things, has kind of you're just kind of like, I don't want to do life like this anymore. I don't want to be this person. I don't want to fit this mold. I don't want to be this in this relationship or in this work or in this way of life. Like, I want to completely like shatter down everything that I currently am and remake myself. I want to be a blank canvas kind of energy, right? 7 of Cups, you're rethinking the entire rule book you want to write for your life, which is amazing. And the Tower is you being aware and being willing to break down, right? Capricorn, we've been going through it. This is incredible energy though, because we also have that Cancer full moon was kind of bringing us back to that Venus retrograde with Pluto, both in the sign of Capricorn, and that made us look at our finances. It made us look at how we treated ourselves, how we looked at luxury, our body, right? Structures and stabilities, transformation, healthy attachment, unhealthy attachment, all of that, and what to release. Okay, then we have the World, completion. Wow, you have a lot of majors coming out. And then you have the Paranormal, which is basically another major in this deck, but it's unique to this deck. It's just like the universe's way of saying, like, you don't need to know, and now you're understanding why things happen the way they happened, right? So it's kind of like the digging yourself out of the pit, and you're finally coming out of it, realizing, like, I'm ready to change. Like I'm at this place of acceptance. And if you're not here yet, again, this is like the energy that's coming in as these nodes are switching. And it's this allowing yourself to go through this massive transformation, this massive rebirth. Bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess. Love it. You have all majors. You literally have all majors other than the 7 of Cups. And the 7 of Cups is kind of like just knowing that you have options. Like you have all of these areas of your life that you could really go and explore and do amazing things in. And the High Priestess is the inner wisdom. It's like, wait, let me reconnect with how divine I freaking am, how capable I am, how creative I am, how wise I am. Why was I allowing my fear to keep me confined to these limitations, to this rule book that really doesn't even come close to the ability of what I'm truly capable of creating for myself? You're breaking the chain. You're truly breaking the chain. This is awesome sauce. Okay, let's do Grand Lux Tarot. I'm feeling some powerful vibes. Okay. If you see me looking over here, it's just because I have my monitor over here, so it's like the screen's like way bigger, and that screen's like smaller than this tarot card. Let's look at the Hierophant. This is what you're moving into. 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're like, I'm done with this old rule book. I'm over it. 5 of Pentacles, you're throwing it away. It's the card of abandonment, right? You're walking away from it. Wheel of Fortune, Hierophant in reverse, Seven of Swords. Yeah, because you were realizing that things weren't moving forward. Things weren't working in your favor because it was perpetuating this self-sabotaging behavior, right? The Hierophant is also like Aries Taurus energy for me as a reader. It's this energy of needing to realize that the relationship you have with yourself, the commitments you make to yourself, it kind of feels very Saturn to me. And you do rule Saturn, but with the Seven of Swords, it's this energy of understanding that you no longer want to step in your own way, right? You no longer want to do things and abandon yourself and leave yourself in the dust for the sake of a lack of commitment to your goals, right? Your goals, your ambitions, and you're no longer committing to this box you've put yourself in. You're like, wait, I can let this box fall down. I could be a better version of myself. Oh, I'm going to be that. Let's look at the Seven of Cups. This is where the confusion comes in, because now you're like, oh, possibilities. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Six of Swords, Judgment, beautiful. Lovers in reverse, King of Swords. Okay, and the Seven of Cups in reverse. Yeah. So you're finally getting clarity. You're getting clarity here. Seven of Cups in reverse, King of Swords. You're understanding that I need to end a relationship. I need to end a situation. I'm making the decision, the choice to move on from the old way of being. The Six of Swords in Judgment is the soul's call. It's the choice. It's the judgment call. It is the decision. Lovers is decisions, right? You're making the conscious decision, and you see very clearly, especially intuitively with the owl there, that this is of your highest good to move in a new direction, okay? For a lot of you, I honestly don't feel that this is a relationship. I feel like this has a lot more to do with how you move within your own world, like how you present yourself to the world, how you show up for you, how you go about your daily routine, how you show up at work, how you communicate, how you bring yourself to the table per se, right? So let's look at the Tower. Let's look at what these changes and structures are. Like if we get like Ace of Swords, for instance, like that to me would be like a change within yourself, okay? So let's look at the Tower. What's the Tower here for Capricorn? Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay. There's a lack of, it's not just authenticity or truth. It's almost like a lack of, I want to say actually like pursuit, like pursuing the things that truly resonated with you. It's like you were pursuing things because you thought you had to or you should, and not because, yeah, there it is. And there's the Empress and the Six of Pentacles. And you're like, because I was doing this in the past, because I was pursuing things based off the mold I was embodying, and that mold was not authentic to me, I was imbalanced. And now you're embodying Empress energy, which is Taurus energy. This is our new North Node and South Node. I said this in the Aquarius reading too that I just got done doing. It's crazy. This is definitely a collective energy. We're moving into fixing our distorted feminine energy. Distorted feminine energy is codependency. It's unhealthy attachments. It's giving too much of ourselves to situations to people please, or because we want to meet expectations, or because we want to be accepted, right? It's distorted feminine energy. You're learning how to honor yourself, meet your own needs, and do the things that you want to do in your life to make your life fulfilled financially, emotionally, materially, stability-wise, in all areas, right? You're learning how to be your Empress in your life, to show up for you. That's the realization, because the Tower is aha moments. Like I said, it has to do with you. Let's look at the world, what we're ending here. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, so you end one cycle, now you're stepping into the Ace of Pentacles, the new. Three of Swords. Okay. Three of Swords. The Three of Swords upright, though. The fact that it's upright, this is Libra energy. The fact that it's still upright is, it doesn't feel like you're holding on to it. It feels like more so like it's just lingering. Like it's lingering. Like it's just like this pain is done. And it's almost like you've identified a part of yourself with this pain. Like, you know how people say, like, we are not our past? This is the need to acknowledge that. Like, you are not your pain. You are not your past. You are not your trauma. You need to start to embody the individual that you are now, right? You are not this. You are this. You are stable. You are grounded. You are an Empress. You are moving into a very stable new life, a new version of yourself. Something that is rooted, that lasts the test of time, that is unshakable. You are not this. You are not wounded. You are not hurting. You are not victim. You are not broken. You are not damaged. You are not all these things. There's a need to no longer identify with those labels. That's the ego. Don't identify with those labels. Why label yourself at all? You are you. You are perfectly you. There's only one of you. And that in and of itself is amazing, right? There's one of you. There's one of me. There's no other crazy bitch doing this shit like me, right? There's not. And there's no other crazier person watching this crazy bitch do this crazy shit like you. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. It's accepting all of yourself and all of your humanness and saying, you know what, I'm proud of who I am and I'm proud of where I've come and I'm proud of where I'm going. Let's look at the paranormal. This is all about self. It's about self. Curiosity. This is exploring yourself with curiosity. It's a lot. You're being a witness. You're becoming the witness. You're learning how to show up in life as a witness, as an observer, non-judgmental, right? Seeing the duality in all things. Not as good or bad, but as, okay, there's dark and light. I have dark and light. You have dark and light. I accept all of my dark and light because it makes me who I am. It makes me human. Okay? It just is. It's not good or bad. It just is. And that's what allows you to align with your truth, authenticity, right? When you become the blank slate, when you become the observer and you start to allow yourself to explore new things and be like, do I like this? Do I like being around these people? Or am I around these people just because they've been in my life for a long time? Do I really like this job? Or am I only at this job because I have a degree in it and because people expected me to move into this field of work? Do I really like living here? Or do I just live here because of what living in this area says about me and my social status? Do I really like, you get what I'm getting at, right? It's really exploring yourself. It's being a witness. Do what you really enjoy. Would you want to walk across the country? Would you want to maybe go camping? Would you want to go hike by yourself and let go of the idea that, well, walking in the woods by myself is scary? Why is it scary? Be smart about it. Come on, you're smart. Again, use your own mind and your own discernment there, but you get the point, okay? Tell me more about the paranormal. You're just getting to know your new authentic self. I just talked about this with my patrons. As the nodes shift, we're understanding that, okay, I knew my authentic self up into the point of my authentic self that I had unraveled, right? You integrated more of your shadow now that our nodes switched. And now more of your authentic self is coming to the surface. And now you're like, oh my gosh, I wasn't completely authentic yet? Nope. No, we weren't. So now more is unraveling and you're exploring more of who you are. And you're understanding, wait, I had unhealthy attachments to things still. I can get rid of that. And by understanding that, it's allowing you to move forward. It's allowing you to break free of the shackles that we have placed ourselves under, right? The things that we have confined ourselves to because we were comfortable, because it was familiar, because we had attachment. And now we release it. Let's look at the High Priestess, inner wisdom. 9 of Wands. Yeah, you're like, okay, yeah, I'm done fighting for this shit. I don't want it anymore. Bye. Doodles. 9 of Wands in reverse. No more. No more. Bye-bye. Magician, and then you embody your personal power, right? Realizing that I can have whatever I really want. And like semantics aside, whether you want to say, oh, I'm a master manifestor and I can create all that I want, or I'm fully capable if I take slow, methodical steps every day to achieve my goals, right? Then you're a motivational speaker, right? Or I'm some crazy spiritual bitch telling you how to manifest, right? Whatever, semantics. Take it as you want. With the Magician there and the High Priestess, it's you understanding how capable you are to create whatever you want to create. Because you're tapping into your inner wisdom. You're tapping into your higher consciousness. You're tapping into your personal power, right? Whatever labels, because language really has a way of screwing things up here. And that's mercurial energy. But you're going to be going through, mercurial energy rules the mind, intellect, and communication. So you might be going through learning how to communicate in a new way with people and how to articulate yourself in a way that attracts new energies and new connections into your life and maybe even new social groups or work environments. Okay, so just be mindful of that. Death in reverse is your ending overall energy, massive transformation. You're shedding the old self and allowing yourself to step into the new. Absolutely freaking slapping beautiful. I love it. Love it. Snaps for you. Capricorn, this is what I have for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you want a personal reading or a Reiki session, go ahead, book it down below through my website in the description box. And like, share, subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. It does help the channel grow, and I'd greatly appreciate it. And I wish you all the best on this journey. And be patient with yourself. Be kind with yourself, right? Allow that barrier to break down.